Hi everybody, Angie here, coming on with a fun little video for you guys. Something maybe you haven't seen or haven't tried, a technique that I absolutely love to do. I don't do as often as I would like, but I was doing a couple of them and I thought I would share this idea with you so you guys can take it and run with it and do as you see fit. This good old happy stuff, Tulle. Do you guys use Tulle in your junk journal making? You know, usually we make it like we use it like we do with cheesecloth. You know, a very nice material to work with. I used my last little piece on these projects here, so I thought I would show you how I use this if it's something that you haven't seen or haven't tried, and give you some inspiration to pull that tool out and have a go at it, okay? Now, if you see here, I did a couple pages and I use it as like a mesh screen piece instead of maybe how we would use maybe vellum or acetate for a window effect. I use it for that, but I splatter some paint on it. Super, super simple process. It's just, that's all it is. But I don't know how well the camera's picking that up. But I love the look that it gives a page or a project. It just heightens it and takes it to that next level, okay? Now this is a larger framed image, okay? But you may want to use it for a smaller focal point. Here's one I did right here. Can you see that? But I just focused on the plant that the little girl is watering here, okay? But I really do think that this technique just elevates your project, however you use it, whether you use a small piece of it or a larger piece. So I thought I'd show you how I do it and let you guys have a go at it, okay? Now I am very messy, so I usually grab a piece of tissue or paper or something and put down so I don't make a mess. I'll use my water here to hold that down. And before I get too into this, how is everybody doing? I hope everybody's well. I'm doing good. Okay, now what I'll normally do, now the tool comes in multitude of colors. Okay, I prefer, brown is my pretty much go-to just because I like the vintage look and I always go with the vintage look and feel of projects in my journals for the most part. But you can use yellow. I like to use yellow. It's got a little subtle color to it and it works just the same. So any color of your choice is totally up to you. Now what I normally do is I'll take a piece about the size of my mat, which is about 24 inches, and I will do it all at once, and then I will just trim sections down as needed. You know, acrylic dries pretty quickly, but sometimes we just want something at the ready and we want to be able to go, you know, and other times we want to have a play and do each particular piece individually. Totally up to you. So if you want to do it this way, just get you a good little piece. Now I'm using white, but you can use whatever color acrylic paint you choose. And all you're going to do is splatter it on your tool and let it dry. Simple as that. Okay, now you're not going to do it as messy as me. I tend to be very messy when I'm dealing with acrylic. I don't know why, but and don't worry about the globs, okay? Sometimes you'll realize once you start using this, the bigger splatters are welcomed, okay? Just splatter it down. Now, if you want to be more precise, you can actually kind of just take it and just do a little scribble here and there. Dab it this way. Totally up to you. I will just go throughout the whole piece, some thicker bits, and just randomly splatter and put it down on the tool. And like I said, acrylic usually for the most part dries pretty quickly. You know, you might want some little runs, some little squigglies, whatever. And then just kind of lift it up and take a look at it, because it's gonna be lighter, see? Just like that. Okay, if we need to bring in more, we can bring in more. Now, I usually do this step twice. I'll do the one layer. And as you can see, for the most part, most of the acrylic is going through, right through the mesh and getting on the bottom. Okay, more paint is on the tissue paper than actually is on the mesh, okay, the tulle. So what I'll do is I will let that dry, and then I'll go back in, take a look at it, and add a second layer if I think that I want more. If I want more of an effect and a deeper, oops, excuse me, I think I just bumped the camera. If I want a, you know, darker, deeper look of the paint, okay? But it is simple as that, guys. Just kind of look it over, like, see, I like that squiggly line right there. You know, maybe bring in, and I like when it fills in the holes a little bit. I like that look. Okay, you just want a little bit here and there. If you want bigger globs, just add more paint. That's all you got to do. And then you cut it down and use it as needed, but at least it's ready. Once it dries, you could just fold it up. It doesn't, I don't fold it up real tightly. I'll just give it a loose fold or a loose roll, and I tuck it in my drawer. And it's ready for when I want to use it. Paint doesn't crack away or anything like that, or at least it hasn't for me. So like this piece, you know, once I get in the mood to do this technique and use the tool this way, this will not last. I'll use it up pretty quickly, and then I'll do another one. So it just really depends on you. Okay. And we're just laying paint down. That's all we're doing. Okay. So that should be a little bit heavier in spots. See, there we go. And that's what we want. We want it light in some areas, darker in some areas. So then when we put it down on our project, it's just going to elevate it to the next level. Now, if you choose to do the splattering, you can do it that way, but honestly, I haven't moved everything off my desk, and I am very messy. And I will have acrylic paint everywhere. So that's why I'm doing it more precise. But if you want to do the quick, easy splatter, feel free to do it that way as well. Okay. And I'm just going to use up what I have in my lid here. And then that'll be it. And then you just put it off to the side and let it dry. And it's ready. I think that'll be good. And it'll be ready for when you want to use it. And then you just cut it down to size. Okay? So look at that. Looks like a mess right now. Doesn't look like much. But when you cut it down and put it on your projects, I guarantee you, I promise you guys are going to like it. You're going to like the effect that it gives. You're going to like the look that it gives to your page and your project. And then here's the couple that I made. Okay? And you just use like a framed element and just glue it to the back. Let's see. I have this piece here. We're going to, let me see, what size is this piece of paper? 4 by 3. We're going to give ourselves a 1/2 inch border. And I'm just going to show you how easy that is to put it down. And I'm just going to cut a framed piece out of this paper here. And I'm just using this. This is just what I had laying around here. I'm just making 1/2 inch border all the way around so I know where to cut. Okay, and we're going to cut that out and make ourselves a quick frame. You may want to do a smaller framed element like I did with the little girl, or you may want a larger framed image. Totally up to you. But I just want to show you how easy it is to do. Okay, so there we got ourselves a frame. Set that out of the way, and let's ink this up. Okay, so then we got ourselves a frame, really quick and easy. Just out a piece of pattern paper. Okay, and then let's see if this is dry yet. If we use a piece, then all we're gonna do, I think if I be real careful, I can get a piece of this. It's not completely dry, but and then we're just gonna put it down. Give the glue a chance to catch. Make sure you use a good glue that's gonna adhere and hold to this tool. Once you put it down on your page, you'll be good to go. But you definitely wanna make sure it's gonna hold the tool. Even though the tool is light, it's not paper, so you want something that's gonna adhere to it well. And our glitter glue does work well for me. Okay, then we're just going to trim off around the frame. Here we go. And then once we have our frame put together, it's still a little wet and in spots. Then we can decide if we need to bring in any more paint. See now, see how faint that is? And I chose that portion of the tool just because I knew it was dry. Okay, I still got a mess, but now we can come back in and decide, okay, well, I want to bring in some more because it's not a deep enough. Okay, use your paintbrush, splatter however you see. And I like the fact when it's hanging over the edges on the, well, that's kind of deliberate there, but see if we can make it look a little more messy and a little more natural. Okay, but yeah, just kind of bring it in wherever you, or however much you want. I think that's good right there. Okay, now that is a little bit thick, so that is going to take a little bit longer to dry, but once we let that dry and we put it on our project, I promise you guys, you're going to love it. It's going to just elevate your project, I promise. Okay, there's more on the bottom. Let's bring just a little bit. And I'm going to have to clean my desk, of course. Let me grab a baby wipe real quick and wipe that up before it dries. Yeah, I get a little messy. I do tend to get a little messy. Okay. So you definitely want to put something underneath your work surface so you don't destroy your work surface like I am. And there you go. So that is my technique inspirational video for you guys today. Okay, here's a couple projects that are completed, and these pages are ready to go down in your journal. You know, just glue those down, and you've got yourself a really pretty journal page. Okay, so if you haven't used your tool in this fashion before, give it a try. If you use tool but you just haven't used it in a long time, pull it out, give it a go, make yourself some really pretty projects. I'm guarantee it, guys, you're gonna love it. You're gonna really enjoy it, and it's gonna, like I said, it's just gonna elevate your project to the next level. So thank you so very much for spending time with me. This is my project. I guess it's a wrap. It's really quick, it's really easy, cut and dry. Okay, so like I said, if you want to just focus on a small area, if you want to focus on a larger area, so we've got small, medium, and large there for you guys to view. Okay, and just put it down as you see fit. You know, that would look good right over the top of her, but we already have that page complete. But yeah, so that's it, guys. What do you think? Well, I like it. I hope you guys have some fun with it. Please let me know what you think. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so very much for spending some time with me. Take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.